I'm Alan Kenny, Editorial Director with REIT.com, and we're in New York for REITWeek 2015, NAREIT's Investor Forum. Joining me is Jerry Barag, President and CEO of CatchMark Timber Trust. So, Jerry, it looks like your recent results suggest that the integration of some of your acquisitions has been pretty fruitful for your company. But so far in 2015, we haven't seen any more deals. Can we expect that to pick up in the second half of the year?
I think you can, Alan. The first half of 2015 has been, quite a bit different than most of 2014 from an acquisition market standpoint. During 2014, we had the benefit of seeing a steady stream of medium-sized deals that CatchMark was able to transact on quite a few of. 2015 has been different in that there's been either very large deals or very small deals that have been available for purchase. And as such, we've bought quite a number of smaller deals, but they haven't been nearly as notable as the activity we had in 2014. The larger deals have yet to clear through the market, and the timberland transaction market is a little bit different than commercial real estate from an underwriting standpoint. So a timberland transaction is a very complex underwriting assignment that gets into inventory and statistical analysis and really understanding the state of the inventory and the trees that are on the property that you're analyzing. And as such, you don't really have the opportunity to work on multiple transactions at any single point in time. The market is just not organized or capable of doing that. And so the timberland transaction market tends to be one deal on the market at a time, and as that moves through and clears, you'll see other transactions. And so while we haven't been overly excited about the slate of offerings for the first half of 2015, it's our expectation and our understanding that there's quite a few more deals that will be available that'll come to the market in the very near future, and we expect to be successful on some of those.
And timber prices, what are your expectations there?
Timber prices have been a little bit volatile in North America for the first half of the year. So you've had a situation in the first quarter of the year where weather-related issues obviously impacted new housing starts, which had an impact on demand for timber during the first quarter, a negative impact. That seems to have righted itself very well during the second quarter, so the pent-up demand basically just carried through, and the spring selling season seems to be on track to deliver full-year results that are in line with our expectations as well as most forecasters' expectations. As a result of that, we went into 2015 with the understanding that prices would be fairly flat for the first half of the year, and then we think we'll see a modest acceleration of prices going into the second half, and so far it appears that that's on track to happen.
Let's go back to transactions really quickly. Looking at sales of your assets, what are your expectations there?
We've had a very active first quarter in terms of small land sales, which have basically been sales of small properties to recreational buyers, so hunters, fishermen, people who would buy timberland for recreational purposes, and we're way ahead of our expectations and planning on an annualized basis in terms of the land sale market, and so that's been a happy, positive event for us. And again, at this point, we're easily on track to meet our projections for what we'd anticipated for this year.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Jerry.
Sure, my pleasure.
And for more on this and other REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.